Hold on.
Yeah.
Welcome to Good Morning Football. We're live in New York City. Happy Wednesday, March 28th. Kay Adams here with Nate Burleson and Kyle Brandt having a blast here. Peter Schrager wrapping things up down in Orlando. He is our eyes and our ears at the annual league meeting. Shregs, what up?
Guys, it is the final hour of our show, and after this, Roger Goodell is going to have a commissioner's meeting. But I do want to tell you, I had interactions with just about every coach and GM here at this owners' meetings. I cannot wait to tell you about the 5-minute conversation I had with one Matt Patricia yesterday in a hallway in the hotel that blew me away and might carry us for the next 6 months, content-wise. An incredible interaction. Wow. This is a tease for Thursday's show. America, tune in. Yeah, so I'm excited. We got much more to come out of this place.
What's, I mean, Peter, you can't just tease us like that. Can you give us a little taste? Give me just one thing, because we're all fascinated by Matty Pat. One thing we need to know from this conversation in the hallway. Were you in a terry cloth robe? Give me something.
Oh, boy.
Okay, we're in, it's not a Terry. Let me just tell you a quick story that I did not hear from Matt Patricia, but heard from someone else. Did not hear from someone else about Matt Patricia, that there's a Legoland out there in Michigan, and his family comes up to visit him, and his kids are obsessed with Legos, and all he's telling them is, we got this new job, and they're like 2, 4, and 6, and he's like, we're going to go see this Legoland, and they're so excited. Forget the Lions. They just want to see Legoland, and they get to Legoland, and there is a Lego version of Matt Patricia in the front window.
What?
No, there's
my
not.
God. That's a true story? That's incredible.
Pencil,
Mama, we made it.
beard, garb, all of it. You got the pencil, the Lego, and it's in the front window, and the kids are freaking out. Daddy's a Lego.
Oh, my gosh.
Lego
if anybody
is all
in
the
Michigan
rage.
can send us a picture of Lego Matt
Please.
Patricia, we would love that. Peter, you've done incredible work all week. That's the best scoop I've heard, that there's
so
Lego
good.
Matty Pat. That is awesome.
Isn't that the best? Isn't that the best?
Lego
Odell
Adams.
Beckham could get traded in the next 5 minutes, and I don't think I care. Lego Matt Patricia is what really matters today.
Love it.
No other way to segue from that other than time for the lead block.
Lead block.
Let's do it because it's Wednesday, and you know what that means, everybody out there. Don't go to school. Don't go to work.
Oh, okay.
Play Whiteboard Wednesday with us. Grab a board, grab a piece of paper, tweet us at #GMFB, and let's go, guys. Earlier this week, reports suggested that the Rams were pursuing a trade for Giants superstar receiver Odell Beckham Jr. Odell joining the Rams would be the equivalent of what superstar joining what group. This is Whiteboard Wednesday. Let's go.
Go ahead over there, fancy fingers,
Okay,
bro. Listen, what do you got? Scrambling like the Kermit on the typewriter gif.
And I think Shregs is playing with us along from
okay.
Orlando. Shregs, do you want to bat lead off on this?
I'm already good. Listen, I'll take it like this. I feel like there was an epic group that got together back in the day, a revolutionary group, if you will. We're talking Easy Cube, Dre, Ren, DOC, and it's NWA. Now, check this out. I know this gets a little dicey, but it's Nightmares with Attitude. Now, here's the thing. Regardless of what you want to think about these players that are new players, and that right there is the new NWA. Look at Todd Gurley, that guy with the ball. He is a nightmare to defenses. You look at my guy Peters right there, a nightmare to wide receivers. Oh, this new young coach that just got coach of the year. He is a nightmare to what traditionalists think coaches should look like. Oh, and how about my guy Sue? I ain't got to tell you he's a nightmare to offensive lines. And, of course, to keep the league, the chain snatcher himself, that's a nightmare to all wide receivers. So that is the new NWA, Nightmares with Attitude. And, yes, L.A., they coming for you. And it's in L.A. You get it? NWA, you feel me? Damn, that thing was dope. Yeah.
I think we just witnessed the strength of street knowledge.
You feel me?
Yeah, I do. I'm going a wildly different direction. We're talking about something that's already so incredible, adding an even more incredible ingredient. Back in the day, this particular chain of quasi-Mexican food was holding it down, and they added something that just lit up the world. Talking about that Doritos Loco Taco.
Oh.
They're saying, look, we're going to make a shell out of actual Doritos. Can you handle that much flavor? That is Odell wrapping the cheese, meat, sour cream gun, and the Doritos taco. That's it. It might be too much flavor, okay?
You just spat all over the table.
That's what I do. I salivate when I think of sour cream.
Is
Do with that what you will.
Is Shregs not playing with us?
I don't know.
Come on, Peter.
I think,
Great.
Talking sour cream.
I am going to play with you. Hey, look, I look back to the 90s, NBC Thursday nights. It was must-see TV. You had all these big shows. And when you're talking about Odell Beckham potentially officially joining the LA Rams. I'm talking about one of the biggest stars on One Piece, to a team that's already made of stars. This would be like if Jennifer Aniston joined the cast of Seinfeld.
Okay.
Suddenly their friend Jennifer comes over. You've already got the biggest star on television. She was making, I think, $100 million an episode. That's an exaggeration, not much. And she goes over and joins Seinfeld, which was the #1 show on television. Too many personalities. I don't know if Kramer could have handled Jennifer Aniston, but Rachel from Friends and all her crazy hair, 90s references, here for days.
It makes sense. It would have been someone that Jerry dated. Jerry dated the most beautiful woman, did himself a lot of favors. I mean, Adam Sandler thinks he was bumping himself up a few brackets. Come on. Sandler is the most beautiful woman in the world, and Seinfeld's, come on, Terry Hatcher? Jerry, no.
You're not even a Seinfeld guy, so I respect,
Not even,
I respect
but I
the
loved
love.
his black book that he had.
Patriots. Let's move on to Patriots head coach Bill Belichick, who chose to stand instead of sitting at a table at yesterday's coach's breakfast. He had to be the one guy who stood instead of sit. So if you had to order breakfast for Coach Belichick standing there, what would you go get him?
Okay.
What would you guys get Mr. Coach Belichick
Okay.
for some Beefast?
Okay.
I'll go first. I look at him as a minimalist, Kay, as someone who goes Spartan. I'm going to take a cue from his wardrobe. Whatever is there, as long as it's sort of clean, I'll put it on. I'm going to give Belichick a cup of oatmeal. I'm talking a coffee cup with oatmeal in it that he is going to eat with a fork. And truly, like, room temperature, none of that fancy cream of wheat stuff.
Yeah.
Cup of oatmeal with the fork, lukewarm, no fruit, no brown sugar. That's all he needs.
You think he just drinks it?
He might just drink it, okay? Never mind the fork. Just drink that thing and tap it on the end like a slushie. That's it. That's an oatmeal slushie.
All right, I'm going with, this is quite the meal, but I think he actually eats this. A great white shark meat omelet and goat cheese.
Okay. Why the shark?
Well,
because this segment is jumping it right now, or what?
No, it's just because, Tom Brady's the great white shark.
I see.
Out there on the field, and he's referred to.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks for putting the shark.
Stock image.
And then,
Great white shark.
And of course, goat cheese, because he's the goat.
That's right.
So that's what it is.
There we go.
Oh, thank you guys for the images. I appreciate it. And what do we have? Do we have actual...
There
goat cheese.
it is. That's a
Isn't
goat.
that quite the meal?
I didn't quite get it until I saw it, and now it makes
Now
sense.
you get it, right?
Now
It does?
Yeah.
I wish I could be there with you.
Shriggs,
You're gonna harpoon that shark?
Shriggs, what do you got on Clipboard Wednesday?
Okay, I love that we've got so much stuff going on in the NFL. And the producers back at the ranch are worried about getting Nate Google images of goat cheese and omelets. And for a joke that guy's clearly, I mean, you guys seem... Nate, I still don't even understand what you're talking about. What is the shark? Explain this. Literally, way over my head. Explain it.
It's the greatest predator of all time.
Yeah,
Right.
that
You
right
don't
there.
eat it, though.
I said it was Tom Brady, but the great white shark is Belichick. Him in the room with other coaches, all he does is just weave his way, and
So
he intimidates everything.
He's Inception eating himself?
Yeah.
As soon as he smells blood, he attacks. This is Bill Belichick. Are we not familiar that he's a great white shark of all the coaches?
Yeah.
And of course, Tom Brady is the GOAT.
It's a nuanced metaphor, is what you're saying. Yes, I understand.
Deep.
I love it. I'm in.
It's my version of
it's a
a
good
do or
order.
die.
I went with
Come to go draw
I went
a
with
dolphin.
Life cereal. I mean, have you ever had Life cereal? It's back from, I used to have this as a kid, and it was always Mikey Likes It. I got Billy Likes It below it. But Life cereal was pretty plain. But you know what? It got the job done, and it was always a winner. So I'm going with Life cereal. I think that personifies Belichick perfectly.
Whatever happened to Mikey? Mikey wouldn't eat squat. And they're like, wow, Mikey likes it? It must be incredible. And then you try it, and you're like, I don't like it. That would
Mikey likes it.
terrible. Mikey has terrible taste then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Great stuff from Shriggs.
The game of life
there.
is
This
good.
is Whiteboard Wednesday. One of the bigger headlines at the league meetings has been the impending new ownership of the Carolina Panthers. Guys, which celebrity, take your pick, which celebrity do you want to buy and own the Panthers?
Okay.
Let's go back to Peter Schrager to kick this one off. Schrags, what are we looking at?
I'll go first. Okay, I'm a huge fan of comedy, and I feel like at these league meetings, there are a lot of owners who have great senses of humor, but we don't necessarily see it. It's always behind closed doors, and they kind of give one-liners, and they're not necessarily the face of comedy. So I'm going to go with, I want Carrot Top to own an NFL team. I feel like if Carrot Top owned an NFL team, look, this guy does. Look at him. That's Scott Thompson, everybody.
Scott Thompson.
Carrot Top is one of my favorite performers. He's fantastic, and this guy kills it at the Luxor in Vegas. And the NFL's coming to Vegas. I feel like Carrot Top would be a great owner of an NFL team. He would bring a smile smile to all the fans, and you'd get free halftime acts of his wonderful routine with all the props that he uses. I'm going Carrot Top.
Trace, you've been out in the sun too long.
Yeah, I'm going to...
The thing is, I will say, Carrot Top could deadlift more than any player on the team if he owned it. Be the owner could do that. But what do you got?
His transformation was real. His transformation Tuesday. All right, I'm going with some people from Carolina, and I did a little research, so I'm going with Sugar Ray Leonard, right? We all respect him. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah, he is.
We love him. Dale Earnhardt. Okay, we got to go with Dale Earnhardt. I mean, he's an absolute legend, right? And then we're going Zach Galifianakis. Did you know he's from Carolina? I didn't know that. And then last but not least, you got to have that X factor, Petey Pablo. You know, you got to take your T-shirt and throw it over your head and spin it like a helicopter, man. That's how you represent North Carolina. Stand up.
I hear that.
You have your name. Is this part of this?
Always, of course, yes.
Hey, now, okay. You see what I did there?
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Come on.
I know what you're
Put me on.
I'm going to call my shot here. I'm going to call my shot that when I give my answer, Nate is going to admit that mine is right and his is wrong.
Okay.
I'll just call it right now, Nate. And if I'm wrong, do it. The guys who should own the Panthers are the most iconic Carolina duo we have seen in sports. Come on, Nate, just submit it right here. Muggsy and Grandmama from Charlotte. Man, there's Mr. Grandmama, Mr. Muggsy, owner. So maybe Zoe Morning has a small stake in it. Kendall Gill, 2%.
Yeah.
Those are the guys, Grandmama with the Converse React, and Muggsy at 5'3".
That go-to?
This was a whiteboard Wednesday for the books.
Why are you saying was, Kay? That's past tense.
I know.
That means it's over.
It's over.
It's over?
They're
You know who's in on the phone?
Shepard's hooking me. What?
Josh McCown says he's going to be in New York in a couple weeks. He wants to come hang out with us.
What?
What's up, J-Mac?
McCown, please.
Easy.
Come kick
That's
it
right.
with us.
Come dunk on us.
We'll take this to the court. We'll fly in.
Let's do it.
Our guy
Yes.
versus
So
you.
we'll back you down, McCown.
Great stuff from Peter Schrager there. I don't know if we're going to get to talk to Peter anymore today, but we love him. Great work there. There's Pat Shermer. What up? Maddie P with the palm shirt. I have nothing to say here.
Best.
All right, we're going to have some breakfast awards, dishing them out after this. And this is awesome. You get to go.
Nice truck, Shaq.
Hey, thanks.